Hey guys, and welcome to Tuesday night mindset, mental health, and mindfulness. Tonight we're going to be talking about stress eating, something that pretty much everyone may have a problem with, or everyone knows someone that has a problem with. So we're going to go over 12 ways to stop and help you with your stress eating. Okay, so real quick, the first one, which is the kind of the easiest one that we'll talk about, and I'll go through them as we go. But I'll give you all 12 of them here. Identify your stressor. So what stresses you? Okay, so what triggers you? Cleaning your kitchen. Post your reminders, which I'll talk a little bit more about. I'll talk more about all these. Adopting a new stress routine. Make time for meditation. Stop and breathe. Do a mini workout. Busy your hands. Honor your hunger. Take one mindful bite, which is really kind of an interesting step, and I'll talk more about this. And then call for support, which is really important. So that's 12. I'll talk about these. Let's go into them. I'll talk about them all individually. So first one, identify your stressor. Meaning this, what is the cause? What's a major trigger that causes you to need to stress eat? Okay, what is a reason why you stress eat? What do you do? Is there something that happens in your everyday life? Is it something that happens in your that you in your job, etc.? What is it? Okay, and why? And talk to yourself a bit. Why are you stressed out? Break that down. Okay, are you stressed out because of something that you can control, or something that you can't control? Okay, and then really sit in that moment. Can you control this? Yes. What can you do better? If you can't control it, what can you do to help you in that moment to become better, so you can deal with that stress, so you don't turn to stress eating. Okay. Two, clean up your kitchen. This is a really easy one, and it doesn't really seem too exciting or too difficult, but really when it comes down to it, actually it's more difficult maybe to keep your kitchen clean. But if you keep less nutritious foods out of sight, they're not something that you can easily grab. Okay, having that bowl of lollies on the counter on the bench, having them readily available. The ice cream at the front of the freezer, so you open the freezer, is the first thing. Put that ice cream behind the veggies, behind the meat, in the back, so you have to move a lot of stuff to get it out. So it's out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, and make those more healthy foods, okay, more visible. So they're in the front. They're ready for you to get to easier. Maybe you have you put your fruits that are already cut up into clear plastic or glass containers, and they're right in the front of your refrigerator. Same with your veggies. Maybe you have a fruit bowl that's sitting on the bench with ready to eat, like bananas or apples, things that are easy to grab, and grab those and start working on those instead of getting into the lolly bowl, okay, or potato chips. Post reminders of why. Okay, I got mine right here. See if I can get it back. Okay, I keep these around all the time. Okay, post-it notes, and they're easy to remind yourself. Rip off a post-it note, remind to yourself why you need to do it, and stick it up. Not on yourself, but on something exciting. So something easy. So you remind yourself of your goals regularly. I'm doing this because. Okay, I'm doing this because I want to get look better for when I hit the beach. I want to be prepared for when I get married. I want to look good when so and so gets married. There's an event for that I'm looking up to that I want to look good for. Okay, and get yourself some post-it notes. Okay, and use these. Okay, post them out. Post your goals. Put it on your laptop, in your computer, on your mirror in the bathroom in the morning. Post it around your house. Put it on your refrigerator, so when you open your refrigerator, it's sitting there right in your face to say you're doing this because you want to look good in a bathing suit, in a swimmies. Okay, so when you get there, you're not looking like you're lost. Okay, that's an important one. So keep those posted. Next, adopt a de-stressing routine. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, replace the activity that you're struggling with that may stress you with something better. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, let's break that down even further. Okay, if you have an activity that you do that you use when you stress eat, okay, say you're stress eating and you always reach for something, you do one activity, say you sit down, you get stressed and you sit down on the couch, okay, and you eat, you have a bad snacking activity. Break that when you get stressed. Don't sit on the couch. Don't turn on the TV. Go for a brisk walk. Healthy activities such as exercise, walking, etc. These things are really good to trigger your body to make a break for it and not to go back to eating. Okay. The next thing is go a different direction. So if you're coming home from work and it's a routine, I used to do this myself. Okay, I knew that when I was in real estate that I would have to go. I would always go a certain direction, either to or from, these specific areas that I was going to. And I knew on the way there was a specific place that I would go to. I'd get bad food. So what's the best thing to do? Find a different route. Don't go that direction. If it takes you 30 seconds more to go a different direction and save yourself from having bad food, 30 seconds is something that your body you'll thank you for, and you will thank you for. Listen to relaxing music so that you're taking a different route. You're listening to relaxing music, something to get you out of the mood that you need to have healthy food and go, or that you need to snack and have something that's not good for you, unhealthy food, and replace that with a healthy activity, such as listening to music and going a different direction, going for a brisk walk, etc. Okay. Next one, take time to meditate. Okay. Justin from Tanked, he's usually on with us the second Tuesday of the month. We believe that he should be back. He had to take this month off. Sorry for that, guys. He will be back. Hopefully next month in November. So that's the second week in November. I believe Justin will be back. If you're not going to be back, get on me. Just correct me if I'm wrong here. But I believe he will be on the second Tuesday, which is the 10th of November. Likewise, if you're looking for some meditation activity, there's plenty of videos in here in the group that you can go through with Justin, okay, that Justin's done with us. Or we're going to be starting to go back to live activities. So you guys can actually meet with Justin face-to-face, go through some things. So he'll teach you how to some proper meditation, okay? But meditation is really good because a calming mind and a calming body helps you to de-stress. Okay, if you are regularly meditating, you're regularly getting yourself into a routine where you're not stressed as much as you would be, as much as you would normally be if you were, in your activities. Your body's able to handle more stressful activities. So it means that when you get into a stressed environment, you won't have to then continue to refer to these things. You'll be better off. Okay, so it's easier for you, and your body can handle it better. To go on with meditation is stop and breathe. Okay, it's a really, really good one. Justin did this with us. Justin from again did this with us. Box breathing. It's about breathing in. Okay, taking that time. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, hold. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, hold. Just that time. So taking 3 seconds to breathe in, hold it for 3 seconds. 3 seconds to breathe out. Hold for 3 seconds, 3 seconds to breathe in. It's a really good activity. And that simple activity of breathing in that movement for you will actually help you to become better at what you're, dealing with stress. Okay. And make it a practice. Okay. So when I've done this with myself. I know that when and Justin helped me with this, he said to me, it was a really good tip that he gave us a while back. He said, how do you help yourself? He says, Nick, he goes, what I do is I know before I come home that I meditate in my car before I get in the car, my vehicle, before I get in the house. I take that moment to box breathe for a second and de-stress. So when I come into my house, when I come into my work, I'm not bringing that negative, stressful energy with me. I'm releasing it and getting rid of it. So set times for yourself so you can do that meditation. This, like I said, that box breathing, along with meditation, this helps you to build up, like I said, a stressed environment so you can deal with stress better. Okay. Do many workouts. Okay, this is a really good one. Stress works off eating, the need to eat. Okay, so the more you exercise, the less you're going to need to eat. That you're going to feel you're going to need to eat, and make exercise a regular habit. Okay, commit to doing it the same day every day, the same few days every day, every week, the same week every year. So you set a schedule for yourself so it becomes more routine for you doing these workouts than anything else. Guys, we have regularly, okay, every Friday, I'm sorry, every Saturday, Sunday, we have boot camp, 9 a.m. Harrington. Right now, it's at Harrington Park. Soon, we're gonna have a location for you guys, but right now, it's Harrington Park Fields. Okay, and from there, guys, we're also working on having an afternoon activity of circuits, whether it be a Wednesday night or or Thursday night, whatever it may be for you guys, so you guys can actually physically come to our location and see it and do it with us. Having that community to do it with people actually will really help you as well. Okay, and remember, keep your hands busy. This is actually really cool, guys, because instead of the activity of putting food in your mouth, let's replace that with something exciting. Okay, coloring. Adult coloring is really cool. I don't know if you've seen the new coloring books that are out. They've been out for a little while, but they're actually really exciting to do. And keeping your hands busy. It's a way of actually de-stressing at the same time. Keeping your hands busy helps you to de-stress. Painting. Getting a new habit, a habit that will replace that stress activity of eating. Painting is another good one. Okay, knitting may sound funny. These may sound funny or tedious. These craft activities may sound weird, but they're really good for you in the de-stressing moment. Okay, and they'll really help you to get in the mode of moving your hands around and de-stressing. So it focuses your mind in doing something, so you're not so worried about it. Like I said, simple crafts. Doing things with your kids, if you have kids, a craft activity gets their mind working as well. Something that we've looked at doing as all our kids is doing some crafts so that they move into it. Whether it just be simple things like playing with Play-Doh or clay, all the way to, paint activities. We've actually come up with these new little things we found that are like they're little foam balls. We just put a little bit of water on them and stick them to the page. They create like a 3D picture. They're really cool to do with the kids, and it keeps your hands moving. Organize your things, organize your sock drawer, organize your clothing drawer, take the stuff off your desk. It's very simple, but a cluttered space actually makes your mind more cluttered. So clear your space out, clear your mind. The area that I work in, my desk maybe have moments of being really cluttered, but I try to keep arm's distance around me really clean, so that I'm in that space of really a clean mindset, okay, where I'm working here at my desk. Okay, honor your hunger. Guys, you need to eat. Okay, I can't stress this enough. You should be eating 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, and you should be having a snacks between those. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack after breakfast and before lunch, and snack in the afternoon. So a morning tea and an afternoon tea as well. So you guys are actually snacking. So because of doing that, okay, it helps your body to not require to feel as hungry. If you're always eating, you're not feeling as hungry when you're eating. Okay, your body is like a motor. It needs to keep running. You need to have that energy, that motor running and breaking down food so it gets better at it. So it doesn't build it up. Okay, take a mindful bite. Okay, this is really an interesting one that I came across, and I really like to go through it. And when I say take a mindful bite, okay, a mindful bite is simply imagining yourself eating the food you've eaten. And I have a really good friend. His name's Mitch, and he says it to me all the time. He goes, "Nick, do you remember what that food tastes like?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you need to eat it?" No. It's a really good thought process, guys. Do you really need to eat what you're eating? Or are you eating that food because it's a stress scenario? Do you remember what it tastes like? Do you think so? Can you get through it without it? Okay, so this is a really good one. Um, think about it. Put yourself in the mind space. Close your eyes. Okay, think about the food that you're about to eat. Okay, and remind yourself why. First of all, why you're not going to eat this. Okay, why you don't need to eat it. Like Mitch would say to me, "Do you remember what it tastes like?" Good. Remember it, you don't need to eat it, okay? Imagine in your mind what it would be like to eat that food, okay? Get really into it, okay? What does it taste like? What is the texture in your mouth? What is the feeling that you're having when you're eating it? And use that instead of actually eating the food. So taking a mindful bite actually means using that in your head instead of actually having the food. Mindfully eat it, okay? Eat it mentally instead of eat it physically, okay? Um, this is something that's I really thought for a long time was overrated, but getting enough sleep. Okay, um, sleep deprivation is much more than just making you tired. Okay, there's actually creates an immune imbalance, hormonal imbalance in your body because your body can't deal with the hormones that it's constantly dealing with all day. During sleep, it actually releases those. It actually helps you break down those, makes your body easier, and it gives you that time not to have those constant hormones and emotions rolling through your body. And hunger is something that it feeds on. Okay, so it feeds on that. Your hunger is induced by having that hormone imbalance, and you're more likely if you're having for sleep deprivation to go for something that's fatty or not healthy because your body is not ready. It really is going to push you for something like that because it requires something that's going to break down because it needs more energy than it needs more. It believes it needs more energy than it really does. Okay, and have a sleep routine. Okay, you should be getting about between 7 and 8 hours of sleep a night. Now, this is Nick. I wish I did this every night. I really get, personally, I get between 6 and 7 hours on a good night. Sometimes on the Friday to Saturday or Saturday, Sunday, I may get 9 hours. But I tend to get about 6.5 to 7.5 hours, 6.5 to 7.5 hours. But it's a good thing to do. Set if you have an Apple Watch or an iPhone now. iPhones actually allow you to set an alarm for when you should go to bed, as well as an alarm to get you when it gets you up. So it sets in this routine that you should be going to bed at this time and waking up at this time. Your body will get into that cycle, and it'll automatically you'll see yourself actually beating your alarm clock sometimes, making it easier for you. And then when you wake up, it's really easy to keep yourself in that drowsy, tired spot. I'm going to challenge you guys. I challenge you to when your alarm goes off, get out of bed right away. Just as soon as your alarm goes off, before you reach for your phone, before you turn off your alarm, okay, get out of bed. Get up, get out of bed, then pick up your alarm and turn it off. It will help you to get out of that cycle. If you lay in your bed and you say you're using your phone as an alarm, if you get out of bed and then in that scenario, you get out of bed and while you're in bed, you take your phone off and you turn your alarm off, your next reaction is to start looking through your phone, which is going to create tiredness. Get out of bed, move yourself in your day. Okay. And this is the last one that I have for you guys. It's call for support. Okay, guys. Use your coach. Your coaches have been there. They have thoughts, process, ideas to help you through. If you don't, they can support you in this. Okay. If you don't have a coach, message us, ask someone, and I'm in the group, who you can have, someone that can mentor you, someone to go through this with you. Message me, message Coach Dan, Coach Kat, and we'll help you guys out. We'll help you to find a coach, someone that's going to work for you, okay, that can break this down. There's a lot of people in this group that are kind of floating around that may not have a coach assigned to them. You may not be ready to take that first step. This is a good way to a soft way to take that first step. Get yourself an assigned coach, okay, someone that can work with you that knows you. There's something different between a PT and a personal coach. A personal coach will help you with these little strategies, stressful eating, stress eating, getting a routine, healthy eating plan, a fitness routine, et cetera, instead of someone that's just going to help you when you go to the gym. Okay, we're going to help you as personal coach, help you with all of those things. So if you don't have a coach, talk to us. We'll help you with one. In addition to that, have someone that you can talk to and talk out your problems. If it is your coach, maybe it's your best friend, maybe it's your accountability partner, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's your spouse. A lot of the times, talking to a spouse about these things can be difficult, but everyone's different. Okay, and remind yourself, okay, why you're doing this. Why are you in your healthy, active journey, and where do you want to be? You want to be ready for the beach. You want to be ready for the wedding. Again, you have the Post-it notes, okay? Use them. Remind yourself regularly, guys, what you're doing. This is it for my 12 ways to help you guys in a to live a more healthy, active lifestyle and not to stress eat, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Find your coach. If you don't know who your coach is, send us a message. We'll help you out. Thanks for joining us this week on Tuesday Night Mental Health and Mindset, and Tuesday Night Mindset, Mental Health, and Mindfulness. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. If you guys have don't know your coaches, please reach out. Reminder: Sundays 9 a.m. Harrington Park Fields for boot camp. And if you guys are interested in a day, an afternoon workout in the park with us, please reach out again. We're looking to start one either on a Wednesday or Thursday, kind of a midweek scenario. If you're interested in that, please get in with us. All right, guys, I'm really excited. Thank you for that. And we'll talk soon. If you have any questions, hit us up. Thanks, guys.